Pro Bowls. We're on the island of Oahu in the capital city of Honolulu, Hawaii. Today we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here, as it'll be the Bulls of Louisville taking on the Blues of Honolulu. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. Second down. But you look at this defense. They were very good a week ago in the win over Minnesota.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, do you now decide that I can't throw the ball against this team and try and run it like crazy? Or do you challenge them? This is going to be fun.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Against a team coming off a win just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. Willis out of the gun. Fighting his way through contact. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 and a first.
He's a talented runner, and that means he's always looking for bigger and bigger gains when he takes off. Certainly found some bonus yards there beyond the first down marker, and this early drive will continue with that extra jolt from his legs.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll send a receiver in motion left. Now Willis on 1st and 10. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
Second down, here's Willis. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a 1st down.
That's good. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Willis. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. Well, it's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions, can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
1st and 10, here's Richardson with it. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Now this going to be a quarterback draw. Richardson hit it, he fumbles it. But it looks like one of the DBs has it. That his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. And I guess we're back to square one. A rocky start here. A turnover followed by a turnover.
Not exactly what we expected going into the game, but I always wonder about the nerves and people starting, the emotions of the game. Sometimes it takes a little while for that to play out and for them to settle in. Let's hope that that's taken care of now.
And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. So the ball's moved to about the 1 after the penalty, 1st and goal. They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And he will have a touchdown. Alvin Kamara, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Blues take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Now, they entered play on a 2-game win streak, and then they've got the open date on their schedule next week. So this is a group that's really looking to hit the break on a high note.
And this will obviously be a tough game for them, but go ahead and play this out with me, partner. If they win here and make it 3 in a row, they get to heal up after that. You've got to think that's an ideal setup and a worthy goal to play for in this one.
It's a gain of 34. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
19 tight, 19 tight, top below 18. Check. Go.
Now Richardson. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down.
And that's an early scramble that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish him as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play in one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. He was all over that route defensively. Now, they had 2 picks last week as a unit. Couldn't quite grab that one.
Patience, Grasshopper. Patience. It's early in this game, but you like the fact that they're around the football early. They're going to be upset they didn't haul that one in, but at least they're there at the moment of truth to make a
touchdown. Anthony Richardson. 31 yards. And the Bulls are an extra point away now from moving out in front. So a designed run all the way, and he took it the distance. I don't know that anybody saw that coming.
Well, on this play, how about the vision of him, being able to see the open field, make his move, and get there. Oftentimes, defenses have a spy for the quarterback position to try and take care of it. On that play, if they did, it certainly didn't work.
Lost.
Yeah, there's no doubt.
Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Now it's Kamara in the passing game. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 12 yards there and a first down. Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always...
Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And it's a big play there as he is finally taken down on what will be a terrific final act of this first quarter. After one, a one-point game, 7-6. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Running from the gun with Henry. Trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose one or two.
At the 14-yard line.
Second down throw coming by Willis. They set up the screen for Henry. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. It'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
Here we go, here we go.
A tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains.
18 Rattler, 18 Rattler. Go.
Here's Willis, 3rd and long. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. Malik Willis, an 18-yard touchdown run. And the Blues have regained the lead. And again, it's no good. A few boo birds coming out as he's missed his 2nd extra point here in the first half. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15.
16-yard line.
Let's go now.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead.
Taking it right down Broadway. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That goes for a gain of 31. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10.
Check smash, check smash. 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates.
Back to throw. Here's Richardson. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Jeffrey Simmons collapses the pocket and drops him for a loss of 3. And this is a quarterback who's already had success on the ground in this first half, but this time they're able to hem him in.
And it's always different when you rush a mobile quarterback as opposed to a guy you know will be right back in the pocket. In this case, you got to make sure the inside pressure and the outside pressure match, and maybe even a second wave to make sure if he squirts free, you've got someone to tackle him.
And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
And motioning left, that's Pittman. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Shreds him with a stiff arm. And he'll be brought down with the first down after a gain of about 11 as that takes us to the 2-minute warning.
And a Louisville first down.
From the gun, it's Taylor. On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. Same exact result as last play, a pickup of 11.
First down, Bulls.
Go check, go check.
First and 10, Richardson looks to throw it. Flush to his right. And he'll just get rid of it.
It certainly looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Second and 10. They give to Taylor out of the gun. Now we'll pause for the injured player, and it's Jonathan Taylor who's shaken up. That certainly would be a major loss for this offense. Hopefully he's okay. So it's first and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. They'll try and run. This is Williams. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up second and goal.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's second and goal now. Williams will try again, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down.
And now third and goal coming up, the loss on second down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder, and they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
Third and goal, here's the option left. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. Anthony Richardson in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bulls have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And the lead is now 2. So not much time to work with here. 9 seconds remain in the half as this one is away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And the half will begin with a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
An incomplete pass leads to second and 10 from the 25. Richardson working from the gun. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. Jeffrey Simmons able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. I'm sure a lot of time was spent in the locker room, Charles, and talking with his defense about setting a tone here in the third quarter when you're down on the scoreboard. A sack like that, maybe that can get them going.
Yeah, you have to believe exactly what you just said. That they got together and said, let's be some change agents here. Let's go ahead and turn things around. Let's be the force that gets us going here in the second half and puts us in a position to find a way to win the game.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. That complete to Downs. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be second down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 38-yard line.
In motion right is Pittman. This pass left side to Downs. He'll get it inside the 20. Touchdown! Josh Downs, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bulls are able to widen their advantage. Had the option to hand that one off or run it himself, but instead, a really easy, quick pass.
I like the way they made a decisive decision and got it right to the receiver. One move later, he's in the end zone.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that makes this a 9-point game. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. Sheds off the tackle. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
And they're going to speed things up here.
No gain on the play. Brings up
From the gun, here's Willis.
at the 19-yard
He's going to loft one deep left side here. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Well, when the running game's not working, sometimes you just got to take a few more chances down the field. That's a good effort, but it winds up incomplete.
3rd down, it's Willis. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35.
It's a gain of 18. And a Honolulu first down.
Looks like they'll move things around here.
First and 10 at the 37-yard
That flag
line.
accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Right back to the air with Willis. Short throw taken in by Okonkwo. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
A gain of 6 brings up 2nd and 9 at the 38-yard line.
18 Rattler, 18 Rattler.
Willis out of the gun. That pass taken in by Burks. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 40.
Willis looking to throw it. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
Intercepted.
Okay, partner, no surprise to you. I'm going to look at this from the defensive perspective. In the rain, you have to be more cautious trying to cover passing routes. Why? The offense knows where they're going with the football. The receiver knows the route he's going to run. You have to make sure you keep your footing underneath you.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. Flushed out right. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. From just shy of midfield, here's 2nd down and 2. On the option to give to Williams here. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as... The offense on 3rd down tonight, a perfect 4 for 4 thus far. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling.
First down, Bulls.
Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
On 2nd down, Williams. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he's taken down inside the 30. First time they've looked his way in this game. He comes through picking up the first.
And a Louisville first down.
Richardson. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6.
Second down.
They run off tackle right with Williams. Touchdown! Javonte Williams, his first rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bulls are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter.
7 Pirates, 7 Pirates.
Richardson will throw for it. And he will get into the end zone to bump the lead up to 3 scores. And with a successful 2-point try, the QB rolling out, I would imagine on the defense that makes it tough. When he goes out, he's got the option to run or pass.
Yeah, it really does. If you decide not to bring extra people or extra pressure, maybe you have to have a spy on the quarterback, someone to account for him, because oftentimes that is the unaccounted for player.
Ready, set.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Now a throw here, hauled in, and they're able to get this one across the 35. And quickly they get to the line. Play action, here's Willis. Akakwo holds it in left side. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4.
At the 43-yard line.
They go play action with Willis. A short throw taken in by Akakwo. It'll go as a gain of 4. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
A loss of 8 on the play, and it brings up 4th.
Brings up 4th down.
Willis got to have this one. He's going to let it fly. It's caught inside the 25. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. So after the big play on 4th, here's 1st and 10. Now Willis. That's going to be caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. So obviously they will decline the penalty there, and the result is 6 points. The extra point up and good. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds remaining in the football game. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. It's going to be a gain of 6 on the keeper, but it leads to a 3rd down. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. The heavy set out there. 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and 3. And he is going to have a 1st down here, and that should be the one that seals a victory.
Partner, I know we're in the era of the mobile quarterback, but there's still an element of surprise when that position keeps the football, and what a nice gain on that play.
Richardson will keep it once again. And now off to the races down the right side. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. So not a lineman, but the tight end instead this time, drawing the holding call.
And more what you're getting with tight ends are guys who are much more receiver than blocker. They may be willing, but that might not be their thing. Oftentimes, they'll be the ones getting the penalties.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. That one looks like he'll throw here. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them, and not only the DB's going to throw a little verbal trash their way, when they get back to the huddle, they're going to have a few words to say to their QB, aren't they?
Yeah, hung out to dry a little bit there on the high throw. Luckily fell incomplete. On 2nd down, here's the option. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line.
A loss of 2 yards, and it's 3rd down.
Here is 3rd and quite a ways. Throwing now is Richardson. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Touchdown! A great effort there. 43 yards. And the Bulls are an extra point away from making this a 3-score game. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. Still fighting. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Facing a big fourth-quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, well, their defense has really struggled. Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game. And that was a big talk, both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them, holding them under 200 today.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Throw to the right, caught by Okakwo. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And, Brandon, I think they're the type